Tuition at Stanford University in 1981 was $6,285. As of 2012, tuition was $40,050. If the cost of milk had grown at the same rate, a gallon of milk would now cost about $15. That's right, $15. Pressure of debt from tuition should be avoided with the help of more federal aid going directly to colleges. Otherwise, students will continue to be weighed down financially after graduation due to immense and increasing tuition costs every year. This graph visually illustrates the incline in college fees from 1990 to 2015. Please keep in mind that on average, inflation increases 2% each year. This affects a person's entire standard of living by the time they're 18 and off to college. Without the money for tuition right away, the government only lends loans to each individual student, and that accumulates with interest throughout the years. If the government were to give financial aid directly to the universities themselves, these fees would not nearly be as damaging. So, how do you feel about paying tuition this high? Even with increased tuition, the rise of student enrollment goes against the law of demand. That states that as price goes up, the quantity demand goes down. But as we see here, as the price goes up, so does student enrollment. In today's society, there is a need for a college degree. And yet in order to get that degree, we have to end up in debt after we graduate. Does that make sense to you? There are 3 broad social goals that support federal aid in college universities. More federal aid going directly to college universities would support the broad social goal of efficiency by allowing students to get the most of their resources at the least cost. Here's a visual demonstration of that. This person is buying a lot of items for a little bit of change. That seems pretty reasonable. If colleges are more assisted by the government, then graduates would be more financially secure, therefore lessening economic risks. Expectations of accumulated debt would lead to feeling the need to save money rather than expel more freely into the economy. Federal assistance to universities would also contribute to consistency in tuition rates. This would halt the rising possible debt and make a major change in all those graphs we've seen. So, I'll ask you again, what do you think about the price of tuition today?
I think that the price of college tuition, which has risen drastically over the last 25 to 30 years, is a function of the fact that the state doesn't believe in funding the future, and therefore passing that cost on to students directly. This is the only country in the world where the government makes money off of college students. Rather not have to pay so much, because like I said, in other countries, that's not the norm. The norm is if you perform well in high school, you get to go to college. Not everybody gets to go to college, but you don't have to pay through the nose for it.